What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more of The Cure as we continue with Disintegration 1989. Thank you again to Phil for all these deluxe editions. And the next tune is The Same Deep Water, or is it waters plural? The same deep water as you. And I am intrigued by this phrase. I mean, to be in deep water, conceptually or metaphorically, it often means you're in trouble or you're in danger of going under or drowning. Of course, if you are there with somebody, I suppose that gives you a sense of solidarity, if not exactly relief. It could, of course, be less sympathetic than that, meaning you could be in the same water together because you've brought about each other's destruction or something like that. Either way, it's a cryptic and poetic phrase. I will try to follow what I can on a first listen. Let's hear it. This is The Cure. The song is The Same Deep Water as You, and it's from their 1989 album Disintegration. Wow, what a tune. How long was that? That's gotta be like 8, 9 minutes? Yeah, like 9.5 minutes. It's still raining. So, wow, it does feel, number one, deeply tragic and dire. It was somehow like intense and yet slow moving and cerebral all at the same time. I feel like Robert's vocals conveyed this emotional fragility and intensity, and more on the lyrics in a moment, but the guitar, it also had this sadness to it. It wasn't, certainly wasn't an identical riff. People probably may dispute this, but when I was hearing it cycling around the guitar again and again, it reminded me of the opening guitar riff and the main guitar riff of Duran Duran's Come Undone, which is 4 years ahead of this, 1993. But yeah, it had that same emotional tension and sadness, but here it's like it's even more sort of broken, or it's even more tragic sounding. Obviously there was that string layer which did give it a bit of an elegance and calm. So yeah, it was a complicated sound and atmosphere, but very atmospheric and very emotional all at the same time. So yeah, lyrically, I don't know what's happening here, but it does sound both like beautiful and tragic. It sounds, he's talking about like kiss me one more time before I say goodbye, and like we're both in these deep waters. So it feels like there has been some tragedy that is either already played out or it is playing out. It sounds like the narrator is resigned to going under and or drowning, and all of this I'm guessing to be like emotionally figurative. But yeah, it feels like he's resigned to his fate. It feels like maybe there is a sense of he and whoever he's speaking to came to this place by their own choices or behavior, or maybe more so the narrator. But yeah, it feels like the emotional gravity of the situation came through in the way he delivered some of the lines, which even for Robert felt like heartbroken. So yeah, a heavy tune, an atmospheric tune, a long tune, clearly water, which is not the first time there's been water or, being submerged or drowning. It feels like that is a theme they've come back to, and here maybe it's a bit more implicit, not overt, but it seems to be at least somewhat of the feeling of the tune, something like what's going on here. So yeah, a stunning tune and a heavy one. I do wonder what people think. Again, it's the kind of track that is not likely to be a radio track, not only because it's 9.5 minutes long, but it's heavy and languid and with a lot of emotional tension, and not one that's catchy and like Close to Me or Love Cats, where it's like, oh, like totally this would be a hit on the radio. So it really is just a remarkable thing. Their catalog in general, their quality constantly, and their diversity of sound over an individual album and over the longer haul that we've heard up to this point. So really remarkable tune. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.